bring it perfect. The way she eyes me down excites me.
Oh, he thinks he's a good player. It's so cute. Let me get this straight. My club has been raising prices lately. A lot of people on Twitter have been priced out of Manchester City matches today. 120, 130 pounds for a match day ticket. 60, 70 pounds for a over 65 for a senior ticket. Are you kidding me for that display? I could have ate a banana for 90 minutes. That would have been a little bit more interesting. We're going to get straight into it, but first thing I want to say is this kit, horrible. Absolutely atrocious. One of the worst kits I've ever seen in my life. But you know what? Wearing an away kit in a home match in front of the Manchester City faithful at the Etihad just feels very strange. Moving on, let's talk about the game. First of all, Internazionale Milan. Inter Milan is a club that I 100% respect. Amazing history. Some of the greatest players of all time have played for this club. My favorite right back of all time, Javier Zanetti, plays for that club. I watched him deliver a treble as a captain. He was absolutely outstanding. One of the best players I've ever seen. But the thing is, I think Inter Milan knew that they were going to get outpossessed, so they knew. They played a little bit of a low block today. The thing is that they played defensively, which I'm fine with. Obviously, I like to have possession, but they played defensively, but they did have some nice counterattacks. Thuram was getting into some good positions. Hakan Çalhanoğlu unfortunately forgot his shooting boots. Pretty good defensively, but offensively shooting, Hakan Çalhanoğlu, obviously my Turkish friend, he couldn't really shoot today. I think Nicolo Barella was outstanding today, especially in that first half. That second half, I think his performance kind of died down. But in that first half, he was carrying the ball exquisitely well. I thought Sommer was pretty good today. I thought he was, you know what? I'm going to say he was good today. I think like 7 out of 10 performance today. Obviously, keeping a clean sheet at the Etihad is no easy feat. But it does make it a little bit easier when a lot of our players keep shooting the ball towards him. Phil Foden shot the ball exactly at him at the Champions League final, and he's shooting directly at him once again. Josko Gvardiol, right to him. İlkay Gundogan, right to him. I think Mkhitaryan had this one chance. The ball came in from a cross. I think it might have been deflected. It was coming right from the top, and Rico, Lewis, and Akanji couldn't get to Mkhitaryan fast enough. He had an amazing shot. That was an amazing chance, by the way. Besides that, they didn't have too many chances in Internazionale Milan. It's not like we had better chances, but the thing is, respect to Internazionale Milan. 0-0, taking a draw, taking something away from playing Manchester City at the Etihad is no easy feat, so congratulations. As for us, a bit of a sluggish performance today, especially that first half. Could have been deleted from my memory because literally nothing happened. First player that I want to talk about is Kevin De Bruyne. Look, he is obviously a player where he has earned the right to play poorly. The thing is that we could have made this a lot easier for him if we had started Phil Foden during this game and put Kevin De Bruyne coming into the second half. That would have been a lot better because De Bruyne looked so tired. He did not want any part of the match, in my opinion. Sluggish passes, no real potency in terms of his passes. He didn't want to dribble. He gave the ball away so many times. The thing is, he was playing against players who were completely fresh right off the get-go. Why not bring him in the 60th minute like we did against Newcastle? Why not? Because if he had played the way he was playing, maybe it could have been a little bit better with tired players all around him. He could have done something more, but the thing is, it's Kevin De Bruyne. He came off with a knock and an injury right when we were about to play Arsenal. Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne was absolutely awful today. Do I really care too much? No. First game of the Champions League. We are technically 12th in the league right now. bad performance today by Savinho. Again, wasn't really potent enough. I thought he was sluggish with a lot of his shooting. Some of his dribbling, I think he was doing just a tad bit much. He was doing the right things, but in the wrong areas and the wrong time. He has the ability, he's just not doing it at the right moments. Him and Akanji were linking up pretty well down that right. Him and Bernardo Silva were linking up pretty well. The thing is, I'm not 100% sure. I think I missed it. I think I might have gone to the bathroom, but I think Savinho came off with an injury. Anyways, I thought he did pretty decent. I'm not gonna hone on him too much. If he's not injured, I would actually want him to start against Arsenal. I am confident in this guy. Of course, he's our player, obviously, but decent performance. Let me know what y'all think. How do you think Savinho did? Jack motherfucking Grealish, Keira Knightley. Oh my goodness. That first half, terrible. Second half, after like the 65th, like after the 70th minute, he finally woke up. And all it took were Inter players fouling left, right, and center. Finally, like, I saw there was one play where I saw Grealish sprint for the first time with the ball in like 700 years. Thank you. Can you do that right from the get-go, please? Not in the first couple of minutes, but maybe show me like once or twice in that second half. Show me that you actually want to score a goal, please. I get it, you created a lot of chances, and I love that about Jack Grealish. It's just the potency wasn't there today, and I'm not going to hone on him too much. But again, that second half performance, I need you to start with that against Arsenal, because that is not a game that we can drop points. We're going to be playing, and again, no disrespect, we're going to be playing some lesser teams compared to Internacional in the next couple of weeks in the Champions League. So we have opportunities there. The thing is, this game against Arsenal, I need you to start like that, Jack Grealish. I don't need your cute little back passes every single time. I need you to take players on like you did in that second half. Grealish, great performance in that second half. I need you to start like that against Arsenal. Josko Gvardiol, him and another player that I'm going to talk about were our two best players today. Josko Gvardiol in that first half. It was basically Internacional versus Josko Gvardiol in that first half. Defensively, Gvardiol was sound. Again, I've never seen a defender like him in my entire life. As a center half, that tall, that lanky, with the amazing ability with his right foot. He is exquisite at dribbling. He can shoot the ball. I think it was our first like actual legit chance when he shot that. It was not really directly at Sommer, but it was a very comfortable save by Sommer. Again, he was the first one who had a shot like that, and it's coming from our defenders. That is not good, ladies and gentlemen. 4 or 5 days out from Arsenal. To be honest, I want to commend our defense today. Our defense was absolutely amazing. Akanji was great. Ruben Diaz was fantastic. I really liked how Ruben Diaz moved with the ball. I love the little L shapes that he did with his right foot coming onto his left foot. Seeing Marcus Thuram and his right shoulder like this, meaning he's going to go this way. Momentum takes him that way. Ruben Diaz sees that. Boom, let me go this way. It creates a lot of space. These are these little things that I see. Rico Lewis, I thought was pretty good today. I liked some of his dribbling ability. He was solid today, Rico Lewis. Again, he's very, very young. He's very new, playing out of position. Again, I'm going to be a little bit more lenient to him. There was one play, it wasn't very significant. I'm not sure a lot of you are going to remember it, but because I play a lot of football and I've played football at a high level against some very, very good opposition, I noticed a couple of things that some people might not. There was this one play where Internacional had a counterattack, and Rico Lewis should have passed the ball with his left foot to Ederson first time, but he kind of misstepped and he had to take an extra touch or two. That is going to come with experience, so he's not that experienced with that yet. Again, if it was someone like Akanji, that would have been a straight left-footed pass straight away. Again, Manchester City makes it look so easy that you don't even notice these things. Rico Lewis will get to that point, but again, solid performance by our defense. Great job by Ederson today. Rodri. I saw a lot of people on Twitter say that Gvardiol or Ederson were man of the match. I disagree. Rodri is our man of the match. He did have one mistake where it led to an Internacional counterattack. Besides that, exquisite. Best things that Rodri did today weren't even a lot of things that people think that he's the best at. When people think about Rodri who are not Manchester City fans, they think of clutch moments, shooting, stuff like that. When we as fans, we see him week in and week out. We see the press-resistant ability of this guy. We see the first touch of this guy. We see the left foot ability of this guy. But today we saw the grit. We saw Rodri the beast, the 6'3" beast, can tackle players. Okay, I don't know off the top of my head who that Internacional player was. It was all the way on the left. Rodri just manhandled him. He fell on his ass. Rodri got the ball. Rodri made some incredible tackles today. He showed us his physicality today. It was outstanding. Rodri and his beautiful skill of intercepting the ball today. He created a lot of chances. Not directly, but because of his counterattack. Oh, because of him stopping counterattacks and because of his interception ability, he created a whole lot of Manchester City attacks, right, by himself. I know a lot of people wanted Erling Haaland to break that record today with Cristiano Ronaldo's most goals for fastest to 100 goals. I think it was 105 games, 100 goals. Haaland is on 99 with 103. So he could, or 103 or 104, I'm not sure, but he could either break the record or tie the record against Arsenal, and that is all that matters. That's going to be in his head. Trust me, if you ask Erling Haaland in interviews, he's going to say, as all strikers are going to say, I don't care about these records. Trust me when I tell you, as someone who's played as a striker for Red Bull's Academy when I was a teenager. That's all on your mind. You just want to score, score, score. What are the records? What can I do? I want to do something that somebody else couldn't do. I want to score this many amount of goals. I want to break some records. It's always in your head. Trust me, he's looking at that record on Saturday, and we need him to get it because we need a win, not a draw. We need a win. I thought Foden and İlkay Gundogan were good. Again, I'm not going to discredit somebody for coming into a match when some of our players are playing poorly. Savinho and Kevin De Bruyne were playing pretty poorly. They came out. Gundogan was very good today. I liked his link-up play, especially with Jack Grealish. Phil Foden was taking risks, and that's fine. You're coming into the match, you're supposed to take risks. You don't come into the match and stabilize it at 0-0 at home, okay, in the Champions League. You come in to make something happen. He was taking risks. Again, same story as a Champions League final, shooting it directly at the keeper. Gundogan, oh, I love you, man, so much. Oh, I can never be mad. I can never be mad. That's a bad thing. I'm gonna have to fix that. But my uncle had a header that he could have scored, especially at the end with that cross from, I think it was Rico Lewis or Doku. I think it was Rico Lewis. Gundogan, İlkay Gundogan, my uncle. Gundogan, not even that header, but the header before from a cross from Gvardiol. It was from Gvardiol. Right at the keeper, man. Right at the, we had so many good chances, all of them right at the keeper. It was so frustrating today. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments down below what you thought of the game. It's our first Champions League game. I thought we played like a 5 or 6. I'm going to say a 6 out of 10 because I want to give our defense a lot of credit. 0-0 defensively, we were sound. Ederson, Akanji, Ruben Diaz, everybody, Rico Lewis, Gvardiol, our defenders and Rodri, amazing. Our attack, not that good. We need to work on it. The bad thing is, it's a 0-0 before the most important game of the season. Literally the most important game of the season. The game against Arsenal is going to be the most important game for the next 4 or 5 months in the Premier League. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. We cannot drop points in that game. We have to win. And of course, if you did like the video, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you are new. I am on the road to 8,000 subscribers. I would love to have you get me there. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all next time.